South African citizens are one kind of people that I respect so much because these people love togetherness among themselves. I mean, if Nigeria as a country, my country, can be as united as South Africans are, I don't think there will be any issue in Nigeria at all, because we all can come out in mass and fight against the Nigerian government. Then another thing I love about South Africa is their kind heart. A South African can come online and banter with you, and at the end of the day, if he sees a way that he or she can help you, they will do that. I'm not saying this because of my own personal experience, but also from the testimonies that most of our Nigerian brothers has given. I want you guys to know that I love you so much, and I want peace among South Africa and Nigeria.
I prefer to watch videos like this than watching videos of where African countries are criticizing one another.
South Africa as a country is a nation that I have so much respect for. I have so much regard for. As a matter of fact, the level of love that I have for South Africa, I don't know if it has a comparison. I love South Africa as a country with my whole heart. I love South Africa. South Africa is a very wonderful place. And South Africa as a country has amazing things to offer. It has sweet places where you can go and have a lot of fun. South Africa itself is a fun city, a fun country with a little touch of violence. South African citizens, I must tell you, are one of the most nicest people I've ever come across. I'm a Nigerian, and I can tell you that Nigerian people are nice. But if you ask me, I will tell you that South Africa is one of the countries that has the most amazing and nicest people in Africa. South Africa is in Africa. South Africa as a country is the only country I can tell you proudly that can be contesting with America or other developed country in terms of development, infrastructures, and so many other goodies. South Africa has it. When it comes to entertainment, South Africa has its top notch. The people of South Africa are amazing people, loving, caring, accommodating, and they have been like this for a very long time. South African citizens are one kind of people that I respect so much because these people love togetherness among themselves. I mean, if Nigeria as a country, my country, can be as united as South Africans are, I don't think there will be any issue in Nigeria at all, because we all can come out in mass and fight against the Nigerian government. We are not doing so now. That is because we are still fighting tribe. Hausa people say no, they don't want to have anything to do with Yoruba and Igbos. Igbo people say no, we are people of our own. We don't even have anything to do with Yorubas and Hausas and other tribes. Then Yoruba people say, Igbo people are the problem in Nigeria. We don't want them, they must go. The campaign is really going on. Even online, all social media platforms, you can see that we are not united in Nigeria. So it's a different something here in South Africa, even though I know that there is still tribal whatsoever in South Africa. But when it comes to togetherness, they team up as one South Africa to fight and achieve one thing. Then another thing I love about South Africa is their kind heart. A South African can come online and banter with you, and at the end of the day, if he sees a way that he or she can help you, they will do that. I'm not saying this because of my own personal experience, but also from the testimonies that most of our Nigerian brothers has given. You come to my DM, you find a lot of Nigerian people testifying how good South Africans are. But sometimes I do ask myself questions. When you know that these people are this good to you, why do you always see the only bad side of them? You don't see the good side of them. Even though I know that the opposite is also the case, because many a times the South Africans don't also see the good that Nigerians are doing. It's just the bad. But nevertheless, myself, I love South Africa so much. I respect South Africa and their citizens. They are amazing people. And as a matter of fact, in my next life, I do wish to be a South African. In my next life. Now I am a Nigerian, but in my next life, I do wish to be a South African. And I pray that God answers my prayer. That's if there is next life. Is there a next life? If there is next life, please, I want to be a South African. That's if I must be a South Africa. I mean, if I must be from Africa. If I'm not maybe an American or white, I do love to be white actually. But if I must be from Africa in my next life, I want to emerge from South Africa. These people are one country that I love so much, and they are very, very sweet people. Very, very sweet people. Amazing people. I wish I can even marry from South Africa. Like marry from South Africa, have a home in South Africa and build my family in South Africa. But at the same time, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Yeah, I don't see it happening. So this is me wanting to use this special opportunity to say a very big thanks to all my South African family. I want you guys to know that I love you so much, and I want peace among South Africa and Nigeria. I would really love it. It's really gonna do me so good if South Africa be in peace with Nigeria and Nigeria be in peace with South Africa. Let this banter stop. We all are one Africa, no matter what, no matter how you want to say it. So putting yourself out from being one Africa, it doesn't still make any sense, because at the end of the day, you are Africa, I am Africa, and we all are fighting to achieve one goal. We all are fighting to achieve one goal. So peace and love to all my South African family. You guys are doing so wonderful. And to my Nigerian family, you guys are the best. I love you so much. Thank you, and God bless you.
This is extremely beautiful. This is so beautiful. I love watching videos like this. I prefer to watch videos like this than watching videos of where African countries are criticizing one another. I don't love watching such videos because I do not benefit anything from it. So guys, what else do you want to hear about South Africans? Actually, this is a Nigerian brother who lives in South Africa. He works in South Africa, and there are other Nigerian guys that also live and work in South Africa. They only speak positive stuff about South Africans. I've seen lots of women, Nigerian women, living in South Africa. They also work in South Africa. None of them has ever come out to say any negative words against South Africans. They keep speaking good about South Africa, and this is just what we want to hear since we haven't been to South Africa. For those of us that haven't been to South Africa, that keeps hearing negative stuff about South Africans, I guess with videos like this, all you just need to do is to change your mindset, the way you see South Africans. Like what this brother said, that South Africans are kind-hearted. Kind-hearted. Yes, that one is very true. I've noticed that a lot. Like I've noticed that there's something that happened that make me believe that South Africans. In fact, I've seen I have different reasons to tell you, to give to you that South Africans are kind-hearted. Okay, let me just give you one thing that happened. Okay, we all know how South Africans and Nigerians always fight online, right? Good. We fight so much. I am someone who believes that it's hard for Nigerians to believe that South Africans are actually nice, and it's also hard for most South Africans to believe that some Nigerians are also nice, that most of Nigerians are also nice based on what they see in their country. So for that one, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming South Africans for not trusting Nigerians, and I'm not also blaming Nigerians for not trusting South Africans. But I believe that the Nigerians living in South Africa, they know better. They know that South Africans are good. So that's why I encourage them to make more videos like this. Videos like this are the only thing that can make the world believe that, wow, that these people, that South Africans are actually nice people, no need hating on one another, right? Now, there's this video I reacted on. I posted it on TikTok, and that video, a Nigerian man living in South Africa was actually explaining to Nigerians, telling Nigerians that, look, in South Africa, This is what their government do for them. This is what how their government takes care of them. The government, South African government does this, they do that for them over there in South Africa. But back home in Nigeria, there in Nigeria, our government doesn't do anything for us. You literally have to struggle for anything for yourself, everything for yourself, anything you want to do, you have to struggle to get it. That life is not supposed to be like that. In Nigeria, you struggle to drink water, you struggle to eat food, like even if you are disabled. Yes, because I remember in that video, the Nigerian guy was saying that disabled people don't struggle to work because the government takes care of them, the government pays them monthly. So the guy was not saying even in Nigeria, even if you're disabled and you're abandoned by your family, by friends, that still nobody will take care of you, the government will not take care of you. You have to struggle to work and take good care of yourself, and that is 100% truth. Like we all know he's saying the truth, right? So when that guy listed everything, when like he listed everything in that video, guys, come and see. Most South Africans were crying. Like 99% of South Africans that watched that video, they were literally crying. They were saying that, wow, so things like this are actually happening in Africa, that they have been so ungrateful that from today henceforth, that they will never attack their president again. They will never attack their government again. Oh, Nigerian president, please do better. Nigerian government, please do better for your people. The people are suffering. Like, I was just like looking at South Africans. I was like, are these not the same people that are always fighting with us online? Like, are they this kind-hearted? They were all crying. The men, like you see the men regretting even exchanging words with Nigerians online. Most of them have said that now they know where all these things are coming from. That from today henceforth, they will never respond to any Nigerian that attacks them online. Oh, like in my mind, I was say, you South Africans, you guys are so kind-hearted. Like you guys, none of them ever make jest of that video. None of them ever laughed over our suffering. None. No single South Africa over laughed and said, it serves you right. That's good for you guys deserves to suffer. No South Africa ever said that. See, I learn every day on this channel. I learn a lot from South Africans, and I've also learned a lot from Ghanaians. Yes, because I started this channel with Ghana content, and through that, I came very close to them and I learned a lot from them. Like, naturally, we Nigerians, we shout when we are talking, even when we are on phone, we are speaking with someone on phone. A typical Nigerian person would be like, the person will be shouting. Like, naturally, that's how we talk. But Ghanaians taught me how to speak politely. I learned that one from Ghanaians. So I've learned a lot from Ghanaians, and I'm still learning from South Africans. A typical Ghanaian will stay here and be on call. You never know that someone is talking. Like all of them, not just the educated ones, every one of them, they don't shout. Unless maybe when they are excited and they want to show it, right? That's when they will shout, like the men or not the ladies. So I've also learned a lot from Ghanaians, and I'm still learning from South Africans. So I that one I confirm it to be true, that South Africans are kind-hearted.